Hello there, friends. All right, today we're going to make a video talking about Printful and Etsy and how you can integrate the two and kind of just walk you through the general steps of producing a design to print on merchandise, which you can list on your Etsy shop, and it's just a really easy, streamlined process. Yeah, so let's get to it. All right, so my Etsy shop is a mix of original artwork, vintage patterns, and printed products that I use through Printful. So up here you can see these are all products that I'm printing through Printful. This is an original artwork that I'm offering as a wall print on Printful. Here we have a vintage pattern, and then I have some art supplies. I know that like a lot of Etsy shop videos tell you to like keep everything thematic. Mine is a little bit all over the place right now. Basically, I'm trying to figure out what works best for me. I'm in like kind of a trial period of figuring out like, okay, do I want to use more Printful and just make my shop all Printful? Or do I want to offer more artwork, more original works, or do I want more like art supplies type of stuff? All of these things are things that like I enjoy and I think are cute and that I want to offer in my shop. So I feel like they're all me and they all kind of fit into the theme of things that I would want to see in an Etsy shop, but they're a little all over the place. This here is just like a digital download artwork. So it's a PDF and JPEG that you can download and print yourself. So the first step is you have to have an Etsy shop. So you have to go in, set all of that up. It's a 20 cents listing fee to list a product. You have to set up all the banking information and stuff. I'm not going to walk you through that today because Etsy is very straightforward and clear in this process of setting that up. And then your next step is going to be to set up a shop on Printful. So here we are in Printful. This is my Etsy shop that I've integrated with Printful. So if we come over here and we click on View Store, you can see these are all of the products that are offered in my Etsy shop. Now, the ones that say synced, that means that that order, when somebody purchases that on Etsy, it automatically goes through to Printful, which makes this process so easy. Basically, all you have to keep up with on that item at this point is customer service and responding to messages. So if I go in here, if I click on this, these are just like the Manny flag meme petition that's going around on TikTok. So I made these into little socks. And then you can see like these are the sizes that I offer. Here's a little mock-up. So if we preview the mock-up, we can see what that product will look like. I actually never physically see the products unless I were to order some for myself. They are what is called a drop shipping site. So they keep all of the product in their warehouse. They do the printing, packing, and shipping for you. So your main function here is to upload the design and maintain customer interaction and promote the product. So if we go back to my shop, and let's say we want to add a product. So here we come to our list of products that are available. And I know that currently a lot of products are out of stock because they're behind due to COVID. They had to like shut down their warehouse. So let's go to, I'll just walk you through how I made these Manny socks. So I click on socks. I know those are available because I've already been on the website. So I click on here. Next thing it brings you to is a drop your design here. So there are a couple ways that you can come up with your design. You can use Photoshop. So if I open Photoshop and let's open, not a new layer, we're going to open a new board, create. So I've got a transparent board backing here, and there are lots of great videos on how to use Photoshop if you have access to it and want to use it. But I could do like a saying, an image. So let's go to my files. I know that I have this image saved here. So I'm just going to drag and drop that into my Photoshop. Now I could do any number of manipulations to this image. I could, okay, let's do a text box. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna write RIP Trump, because I know that that's like another big thing that's going around. I'm going to increase the size. I'm not going to get too fancy with this. We'll just leave it at that for now. Okay. Now, if you don't have Photoshop and you still want to make an image, one thing you can do is search for a PNG file, which is just an image with a transparent background. So let's type in PNG and let's say butterfly. I want to make something with butterflies on it. So if I pull up images, okay, that's cute. Here we go. We've got some butterflies. Let's go to the website that this is offered on. Okay, now this one says non-commercial use, contact us. So you have to read what the licensing information is on these. Let's click on another one. Okay, all of these say non-commercial use. Some of them will say commercial use if you buy the license. So let's click on contact us. Okay. Let's try another thing. PNG, butterfly. Let's go here. Okay, click on that. Okay. Anyway, so to legally use an image created by somebody else for commercial use, most of the time you have to purchase the license from the designer. That means that the designer gets paid for their step in the process, which is creating this image. This is true for fonts as well. If you download a font and you use it on a product that you intend to sell for commercial use, you have to credit and pay the artist, because we don't want to be stealing people's work. All right, so let's go to, so those are two major ways that you can upload artwork. Another way is you can pay somebody to create a specific graphic for you if you don't have the skills to manipulate an image or create a file that fits your needs. So let's go here and I'll just show you how I made this Manny flag. So I just uploaded that image. It's telling me that my image is larger than the space that's available. Oh, I actually double clicked it, so there are two of these here, so I'm going to delete one. So now I have to resize my image. I'm going to drag it down to size and change its direction. I want to make sure it's at a 90-degree angle. And it's showing me what these little dotted lines are. It says safe print area. So I know that if I keep my image within this area, their printer will be able to keep that image whole. So there we go. We've got our image in the safe print area. Now it does give you options here to add text, or they offer a few like clip art options. They're pretty basic. None of these are like gonna, knock your socks off. Haha. Okay, so if we go to the mockup view, this gives us an idea of what this product will look like when it's completed. Next, we go to proceed. Okay. All right, so here we're going to decide which image we want to use to represent this. So you've got like a more masculine and then a more feminine. This one's got like hard dark wood, and this one's got like lavender flowers and a pink background. Here, if you're doing like, a male female representation, they've got like some hairy dude legs and some shaved lady legs. And then they've also got some more just like basic unisex representations, which is good. They give you kind of a variety. And then we've got like some lifestyle shots. So some products have more images and some have less. It just depends on what the product is. So you're like, okay, I like the couple picture. We're going to proceed to details. Next, you're going to type in, so let's say Manny flag socks. And search optimization, that like wording that you use is really important with Etsy. So I encourage you to, when you're naming things, like do a little bit of research, type into the search bar and see like what pops up, if that fits the item that you plan on showing people. Gives you the fiber content. This is 60% nylon, 22% cotton, 18% spandex. It gives you the length and wash directions for this item. So that's great that they like provide that for you. You can also add to this. You can say anything you want. Describe the product, describe the theme, talk about your inspiration. And then this is really important here, where you are tagging the like tag words. So this is like another search engine optimization, which I encourage you to do some research into that if you're new to Etsy or new to online sales. This is how people find you, these like hot words, these button words. So do a little bit of research, figure out you've got 13 words or 13 phrases that you get to use. And then next we go into shipping information. So this tells you like about what you'll be charged to ship to any of these countries. Okay, let's go through. Next, it's going to break down the Printful wholesale price, so what you pay to have the product made, and then it has a suggested retail price. This is what they're saying, like, normally we could sell it for this much, and this is kind of what we recommend selling it at. And then over here on the right hand side is your profit that you're going to walk away with from listing at these items. Now it does give you the option to increase. So let's say I want to increase everything by $2. So that increases my profits over here. Okay, so next it's going to say submit to store. So here we are, it's loading. And what it's doing is it's communicating with my Etsy shop, and it's going to drop this information into the draft portion of my Etsy listings. So there we are, we're good. It's going to show up in my Etsy shop now. So if I go to Etsy, and on the right hand side, we look at listings, and then it's reloading. So now I have a draft in here. So here it is. This has not been actually posted through to my Etsy shop. It's just sitting in the draft portion. So now what I have to do is I have to click on here. If I want to add any additional images, you can actually download like these stock images and go into Photoshop and Photoshop your image onto those stock images. If you want to like add a couple of additional images in here. So right now you're just seeing one basic image and then the size chart that they offer so people can find the right size. And if we scroll down, you can add some additional information in here, the primary, secondary colors, occasion or holiday that this might be for. Is it hand knit? Yes or no? And then the key thing you have to do is you have to click Printful to demonstrate that they are actually the company making this product. So actually it's a fairly recent addition to Etsy where they're allowing people to sell and post products that are made by a drop shipper. So this is a newer function on Etsy. You've got your tag words, materials that you can list. And then down here, you'll see your different size options are already listed for you. Printful has already integrated that, which is great. And then Printful has pre-selected a shipping option for you, which is how much they're going to charge you to ship that item. And then, let's see, it's asking me if I want to, I currently have a discount marketed on my Etsy. It's asking me if I want to extend that discount offer to this item as well. And then you would hit publish, and it's going to ask you if you're okay with being charged 20 cents to publish this item. And then you would say yes, and then it'll automatically go through to your Etsy shop. So if I click on here, we can, leave this. It would pop up amongst these other items on my Etsy shop. So all in all, that is a pretty easy process. They've streamlined it, and I'm pretty impressed with how this process works. I totally highly recommend you guys check this out. I know that you guys are creative people who might have some really fun ideas for like t-shirts or coffee mugs or phone cases. So this could be like a little side hustle for you guys if you're interested in, anything like this. If you do, link me, send me a copy, post it to one of my social medias. Let me know what you're up to if it works out for you. And we can kind of like chat with each other about how this process is going. All right, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope that was all clear information. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I am absolutely willing and happy to help you guys out. I do have to thank my patrons today, particularly my producer patron who purchased some brand new lighting equipment for me to help me out with my YouTube videos, which is so awesome and helpful. I'm fairly new to YouTube and making film videos, so I'm always open to suggestions, always open to give feedback for you and accept feedback for me. So yeah, check it out. I hope this helped you guys. Have a good afternoon. Bye.